for high Gypsy News. Mima Obibia Akwaba. Latest hot news. Enamede Brabo. Na ansana and something in Abebano. So we now subscribe. Bomodi say over subscribe. Na like video, give us a thumbs up. Na fee. Share my wofufro. So na we be here na wo and someone ekoso ewo Ghana memoanam. Afi you share a year and someone abeto yapno so. Inkuti a yes report ya ababetu ya momenti a yes report.
From the central region to Greater Accra, from Kaswa to Odoko, to receive a diving header. Can you imagine? I'm saying that from the central region to the Greater Accra, you understand, on the Kaswa Highway, all the way into the belly, the lion's belly, the belly of Ablekuma. Then from Kaswa to Odoko, that's exactly what I mean. To come and receive the diving header of the year. Yo, Mugabe. The diving header too didn't come for nothing. And the gentleman who went diving is from Fadama. I know him. I can take you to his house. And the national security must rather protect him because it was his action that rather brought peace to the place. Because the woman, how did she even come there? They were being prevented not to enter the place. And then she forcibly managed to get in. And when she got into, she was carrying a weapon. Why? Isn't pepper spray a weapon? And what was her intention? Her intention was to disrupt that elections going on there so that all the 19 police stations will now have peace and then they will not be able to collate and there will be some still hanging. Yep. That was the intention. So, you see, violence begets violence. Look, let me tell you, I printed this thing at dawn to read and I brought it here. Politics in Ghana by Dennis Austin. 1946 to 1960. The Oxford Press, University Press published it. When you go through this thing, you will come to understand why that tradition is noted for political violence and how they will not change from their character, from birth, from inception. Because when Kwame Nkrumah broke away in 1947, they decided to use all forms of means to bring Kwame Nkrumah down because he had taken the shine out of them. Yeah. So if you are with them and you take the shine out of them, they try to bring trouble and disaster to you. They even bring death upon you. Why? Were they not wishing death on a rabbi? Why the violence? Why the violence? And DSP Sapon must come to explain to me, Alistair Nelson. ACP Sapon, he must come to explain to me. He's a commander there. He must explain to all of us in a press conference how the violence even came about. Because we don't know how Koomson got in with the tax there and then what they wanted to do, how she carried pepper spray. Nobody checked her and she got in there and all these things happened. But Charlie, the guy who initiated the diving header, I'm sure it will go into the annals of Ghana's history as one of the best divers. The Black Star needs such people to score goals for us. You understand? When they cross the ball, we need people to dive and head and score goals so that we win the World Cup. The gentleman, that decision alone, look, because it was not for nothing. He studied the occasion and saw that he had to go in and to save the situation. But you see, this woman, Hawa Koomson, who was brought down, who is she? She's noted for political notoriety. And in Kaswa, look at what she has done. She even arrested Nakoyu when she had given birth fresh and brought her to Accra police station for almost 1 week. In Cantonment police station. So she's noted for political notoriety. Even at the registration center, she shot gun. She shot into the air and other things. A weapon. And no Mugabe, my boss would have a weapon. And I make her say, in pass through our
no could defend the pepper spray no to honor. You call for his arrest. Now the over or the pepper spray no so
you that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No, he too must be called. You call him. No, that gentleman must be called and interrogated why he took that action in the national interest and then be rewarded. Because if he had sat by, that election would have gone on where it did. You understand? Because by spraying the pepper spray, what we're going to disrupt the elections. And I'm saying that the woman who came there, she's noted for political notoriety all the way from Kaswa. We know what she can do and what she has been doing there. You understand? But you see, let's be careful here, Mugabe. This is a spillover after 8 years of political violence, of political vindictiveness, of a political party that thought to empower, that will stay in power forever, created a crime scene and decided to use the power forever. And now the power is not with them. So this is a spillover. It's an imagination. It's an illusion. How Koomson thought that they were still in power. So she'll come and do the thing she was doing in Kaswa when they were in power. And this is the end of it. What I said, just 6 months out of power, you cannot come to your terms and believe that power has left you. You are no longer a sitting member of parliament. You must humble yourself. You say you are going for women's organizer. Is that the way to go and organize women? Mugabe, look, the diving header didn't just come. Look at the target and the distance. And look, the guy headed the breast, chest, the breast portion. Yes, we must go and check. She can have a puncture of the breast. What did the maker say? Charlie, head is
it was good heading, right?
Head is, I'm talking about what has happened to our Koomson. Let's deal with that before I come to the diving header itself. How our Koomson by now should be checked at the police hospital and scanned properly. She could have internal bleeding. And can Akuma bet me at once? What you say? Yes, sanity no from into the pelvic plates no mostly God gives them hips. Into the pelvic plates no they could be affected by the fall. What do you say? No, she has a lot of medical this thing to go through UGMC for though you see she's under interrogation. So, yes, I didn't freak and she police station and didn't call hospital. Until police watching it until she's under interrogation, just say medical and OCK. And I make her say those things that can happen to her. Nakuma nanka nakuma bet to me as I stop. Nenufu so moon check and cancer na haban na nenufu breast pouches nibi. Now I'm buying gumu mesre. Baby Mugabe, the electoral violence and repercussions for Ghana Mugabe and the sustenance of our democracy. Papa can say Mugabe and America say yeah, bomb now buying to give them opportunity. So a woman should not behave like this. That's what we are saying. That we want women to get in there, but not this type of character, not this type of behavior, not this type of intention, not this type of woman who wants to make herself Grace Jones even stronger than men. No, you failed, and this is what I call it. Hawa's great fall in Ablekuma Central, Ablekuma North. We must go and check her pelvic plates. We must check her private parts because she was stamped on the floor. And then her legs too, the pain in her legs. We must take her to the hospital and do all these things. Mugabe, I don't America. Baby, I'm no. Chale, ashila antia jenche. Ona Mugabe. Kaka ashimo kwa antia. Sa uko jiji ponkwa. Uko usuna uko jiji ponkwa. Ponkwa do odini naina chinu. Odi pemu. Or the people to Nyakofia, a friend of Kofio, into Wayno to Musa Mabino, or Nyakofio, tap my head in. You see, the guy took the decision to run and get to the woman and take the pepper spray. But by the time he was getting the distance, he saw that the woman was still spraying and there was a police person protecting the woman. So the only way to get to the woman was to enforce the diving header. What you say? What bubble pay? And now why wrestling pay? And now physical trainer. So distance. Look at the distance. Yes, this one it deserves to be.
For the pepper spray.
Yes, to just put the woman down and disarm her and take the pepper spray. Yes. And take the pepper spray from her. And I'm saying this diving header, you hear of Black Stars. Mugabe, say Pego Asha of Black Stars. I'm sure you must invite this guy to teach the Black Stars how to
security way.
Yes, these are the people that yes, Mugabe to death.
Salifu Dagati.
Yes, Salifu Dagati. That's Kwame Nkrumah's bodyguard. Yes, I think the date was, if I'm right, 1964, 8th January. That was when Kwame Nkrumah was shot at. Yes, in the gardens of the where today is the Jubilee House. So Kwame Nkrumah, upon hearing, they had changed the guard, but they didn't tell him. And it was the same people he had trained, he had sent away to go and train, the same police officers who changed without telling him because of the intention they had against Nkrumah. So Police Constable Ametepe, he was the one who shot 8 times. And Kwame Nkrumah screamed. If you read his book, Dark Days in Ghana, he had to scream, where today is the Jubilee House. He spoke in Fanti, calling for help. So Salifu Dagati, his bodyguard, he ran to his aid, and then he used his body to save Nkrumah, and then they fell on the guy and disarmed him. By the time Salifu Dagati had been shot, so he was bleeding, he was gone. And today, I'm saying that, look, these intentions, if you read, I gave you the book, Dennis Austin's book, Politics in Ghana, 1946 to 1960. This is a copy I printed, I've done to read, to understand where the violence is coming from and where the violence is being perpetuated from. And this is a direct spillover of Nanado's 8 years, what they did when it came to elections. They killed 8 people. Yes, they killed 8 people allegedly to make Martin Kosa.
5.
Yes, in Sunyani, they killed 8 people. Techiman, to make Martin Kosa allegedly an MP. They shot people in Ablekuma Central. They shot at a boy from Tankasselai in order to steal the ballot boxes. Mugabe, do you know that election we won by only 40 votes. So if they succeeded in picking that ballot box, yes, we would have lost the seat. So that guy must be remembered in Tankasselai. His family must be remembered so that they find something for them. So you see, and it is not for nothing that they do that. They have a certain logic. Look, going into Akwetia, they have made up their mind. But you understand? I'm telling you, they know what they want to do in Akwetia. Even though they will lose, they will destroy before they lose. They used to lose against Nkrumah. So when they lose against Nkrumah, they destroy things. I'm a 50 on EB. Go and check the history. I'm saying, get this book, Politics in Ghana, and understand. Yes, yes, they will destroy things. They'll throw bombs. They'll do things. They'll disorganize crowds and other things. This IGP. You understand? So that is their trading stock. And now that they have lost, they are so tiny in minority that we must not respond to them. But we must hold them in check. Yeah. You understand? Hold them in check so that all this nonsense that they perpetrate, all those illegalities, the things they talk about. You have somebody like Dompreh, who is perpetrating violence. Go and stand at Ablekumanov. Who Frank Unkuntokwada? Who are University of Cape Coast? Who Nyadi Unkuntokwada? Yenye Bon who buy now you're next president. Then you go and stand somewhere. Then you be boasting. Right? I know him. Me, I was his campaign manager before he became next president at University of Cape Coast. You can call him and ask him. I know him. I know Frank Dompreh. When I see him, some of the things he does, I sit back and I shudder. Because you come from a humble home. Your father is just a simple police officer who had about 2 or 3 wives. So you didn't grow up from a rich home. Yes, today if you're an MP and you have all the largesse, you're a member of ECG board. Look at the opportunity this state has given to you. For you, former. Is that the way you behave? You speak violence when it comes to elections? I'm disappointed, Frank Dompreh. I am disappointed. You should change your ways. And I'm telling you, at the next elections in Isawam, if you win, I'll be disappointed with the people of Isawam. Because they must change you. You are not fit for purpose. The same thing when it comes to Afenyo Markins. They are always preaching violence. Your
good friend.
He is your friend. He is your friend. You know him. Charlie, I'm telling you, such young persons who have come into national politics, they sit back. Some of them, Mugabe, when you go to their offices, I'm telling you, some of them, when you enter their offices, you ask where they got the money from to even rent the place and put up such offices. I'm telling you, they're stealing our money. Indirectly, we don't know how they manage to get into political opportunity and do so, and don't shut up. When they get the opportunity to look at how Akumsi, where is she coming from? How did she even become fisheries minister?
From Bimbila.
No, me a no go for. And I mean, can I say, oh, na Bimbila send me papa or Ibn Chambers and Yahoo free. It's me papa free Bimbila. Mugabe, you ask where did she get all the money from? And where is the power that she was using to insult people and denigrate people when they were in power? Where was she getting that power from? She went out to go and log the sea. Boba show. No more people Boba show. What can show Bule. Come on, so at Tumunu, Satan Pona, Namunu Pie, Upako check it, and Namunu some of the Abonim Sawomaho. What to Muncho, now everybody will ask. Because look, the vigilante groups that are talking, that have been disbanded and other things, it's because we don't have state farms. If you ask state farms to direct their energies to go and learn to drive tractors and other things and grow our grains and other things to make us rich, rather than using them as vigilantes. If they have bodies, you can use them in sports to make money. Today, Kudus is going for 55 million. So you, this macho men, if you are physical trainers for people like Kudus, as they earn the money, you also earn some. But if you allow yourself to be used as political vigilantes, it's your own pittance. That's what you want to do. So they don't look after you. They don't have any time for you. After they get power, they are looking at helping their daughters and other things. Obi baby sir, what was the occasion? It was Ablekumanov, 19 police stations reran. So what was the attention that our Koomson wanted to seek? And then the deputy national organizer too, who was beaten, the man who was trying to raise tax, who was also beaten. What was his intention? What called for this violence at all? Just 19 police stations. What is this? So what was your intention? Was it to disrupt the process and then to make their own passes stay on longer or what? And then the results are out there. The Rabda are winning. The difference is clear. The people of Odoko and Otate and other places have decided that Blukuma no. Yes,
but in the land you're very busy. We'll be better on country say try say. They
have decided. They have chosen who they want to lead. Mogabi, since 1996, the winning side seat in that. Much as we do, we change candidates, we bring new people, we don't win. Oh, Nyame. With time, the MPP has become unpopular because the Omuka were home to me yet. And time and tide has sold them out. Today is our turn, the rob lobby. As you take up the seat, it's a challenging mantle. This is the first time after 1992 or 1996 we are coming
92
back.
To 96.
Yes, that we won because they didn't go.
And people for stolen verdict.
Sir, so this is the time for you to show them the difference that the NDC makes with the MPP so that we keep the seat beyond the 8 years, beyond the many years that we want to do, so that we are able to bring development to the area. Yes.
I think say Yajini
no, Yaji West. Central, Yaji Central, when I'm free from the 40 votes. Okay. And we say what court. Yeah, look
at the numbers that we have now. 184.
Yes, it's absolute majority. We don't need them. If they like, they shouldn't come every morning. They shouldn't come. They should go and drink tea. They can go and meet at Winneba. We don't care. They can go and sit on the sea. We don't care. They go and meet their guy there. The guy is a minority leader. He has mansions at the beach and other things. He has built, you made him a Ghana Water Company board chairman. He has plenty money. You make him ECG board chairman and then Road Fund board chairman. Small boy. He has not seen money before. So he has,
3 boards.
3 boards.
That's minority.
Yeah, yes. He couldn't be minister.
Majority leader.
And now look at, yes, and majority. He went to undermine Chairman Sabunsu. If let's go ask. He went to undermine him to take his position.
Yeah,
and he wants, yes, and he has intentions to use the position he holds now to do other things. And that one, God will give us the energy to prevent him. Because Akufo Addo or train or pushing him, he comes to see that he's not consulted. He's always been consulted. He knows what is going on. In Torkonuu CEO Ablekumanof, Akufo Addo. Oh, I'm telling you.
No.
You don't know. You don't have evidence.
We try.
So you let me take it away.
Fantastic. But that's the Alice I
party. Let me recount because you showed this video and I've read his books. No, I know him very well.
We'll get to that, please.
I know him when he was campaigning in 1996. I know him. He came to Matayeko. He came to Western Hotel. It was coming to power that made them rich.
Funding for more ebebomo. Na onim. Me were problem with leaders inciting violence. Because as leaders we should rather baby ayedru na violence ne started with Samia Wukumu. Our Mokache supporters say Mumunya Womafua Mufambom Trim Womafunya line say Nanado by Nanado say all die be die. Na she baby aye bedru. And for me, I was expecting say when Bawumia spoke, he should rather tell his supporters say going into an election with violence is not good. They should back down. But for him to say they need a welfare fund. Na mukona mupra. Ya de behwemo. Mimi ka kire mo. Uko na ye twa wonsa. Uko na uluzi wo nan. Uko na uluzi wo weni. Bawumia welfare fund no. Oh yi nani ma. Oh yi ni sa ma. Enti more advice me ho. Mimi I'm against violence.
No.
Because I have been a victim of election violence twice. And I can tell you that is not a good thing.
Yeah.
Nyame neji ye free. And I will not stand for any leader, let alone Obi Awadi vice president that or person president.
Please cancel.
It's for me no side no kind nyanse nim. They will set up the fund. But will the fund bring back your leg when you lose it in a fight? Will the fund bring back your hand when you lose it in a fight? Will the fund bring back your eyes? What did they make an say? And I meet lawyer Obri Yeboaso. And also Obri bro for guy.
Obri
so oye lawyer. Niama na okekano na ento asum. O say MPP 4 and hwe omu soldiers ni yie. Enu nti na Delta Force 4 omo disband no. Na law bi na ye de nanado mu pass say they should dismantle all vigilante groups no sa law na do mu pass here no mo anya ade no ne host na eka na me feel say if you have the platform as a journalist now you hoster, you should be preaching peace rather than asking why vigilante groups have been disbanded and why they were not on duty to fight during the by election. It's very sad, and most of the time, the MPP incites the violence, then they go and hide, and then they point fingers at NDC that NDC for I pay to trust them. So I'm telling my NDC people, you have to speak up, speak for yourself, and let people know say violence and we don't start it. They are the ones who are inciting violence. Miracles Abuaji is on record as saying that Okwa Akwetiana obi approaching na obebo nipa nasum. Wo body anye. Ye bo wakwa wo be call over the bar. Is you are inciting violence. Oh, so they incite the violence, and when the not election started, I saw a lot of the MPP bigwigs, including their third vice chairman or something, a Muslim guy or not now or something, big guy. But he was inciting. They even went with some blue army ready to fight. And see, if you go into an election ready to fight, now who are you to blame? Then why are you now pointing fingers at government? Say, yabumu. As an election starting, I'm not lying to you. All the videos I saw, they were of MPP people saying, do or die.
Who called for it?
They called for it.
You call for it.
They called for it. And see, the MPP leaders, what they are doing right now is blaming themselves for disbanding Delta Force and for not taking good care of Bakuno Delta Force, invisible forces. And see, as Omwenu who said they didn't take care of the boys, and see, they are going to find a way to bring them back. Bawumia is promising them that he's going to put a welfare fund. Ukona unaibu anawuluzu unaya welfare fund can pay your hospital bills. It won't bring back your leg. Because going into 20 and you see this thing has fostered for so long and it's getting worse by the day. Look at 19 polling stations, and look at what happened. 19. So imagine say a whole constituency say any war election.
Call a polling station so we observe as a leading member of the party, former MP, former minister. What the purpose speak I didn't ben and no
babedu hono. Wo Hawa Koomson. July 2020 during registration and election registration a year church or new voters din. What the two ekoye. She did not just take the gun. She fired the gun. Nothing happened to her. And see, if a minister of state and an MP is able to take a gun to a registration center, who feels so what do you want them to do? As leaders, we should be able to lead by example. We should let people know, say, look, me as a leader, I can't do it. Into you, the law must also deal with you. Mugabe, I feel say we should look at reforms. Everybody, the laws are already in the law books, but special punishment must be given to people who engage in these things, election violence. In 2020, 8 lives were lost. 8 lives, including a 13-year-old. Wow. And even in Hawa Koomson's constituency this year, her men shot one person. The person has still not gotten justice. Hawa Koomson and the boys have not paid for for killing that boy.
Tuareg, a former secretary, Omo Bubo ni team wawu.
Aye.
Wawu, Tuareg wawu.
Wow. Hawa Koomson has not paid for the death of that boy.
Wicked woman.
Wow. Now election. Miti say Chairman Sabonsu, honorable. Kase. Say yes. Hawa Koomson ebun krofo kaswa. Adenti na wasa yebu no Ablekuma North. Nanke was say it doesn't make sense. Honorable. I respect you a lot.
But say brother baby.
I respect you a lot.
Azuma say or they say je finish ni kurum no kwache na okwahwe no. Ana
when him say kaswa, when him say on free kaswa, nti eni say ebo no ablekuma nota. Eni okoye de wo ablekuma no uko okoye de.
To about ho.
Hawa kunsi uko okoye de. You are in Central Region. What about Greater Accra? Na ya boa chairman say I was anka ebu ye bo kaswa. You are only there as a meddler. You came to meddle in their affairs, and they did not like it because they know your background, they know what you are, they know who you are. They
also prepare.
Pepper spray.
My brother no head any do say about number.
A brother and so ye nim no. Akwa say
because I save life you.
I can produce him. If you ask me in 30 minutes, I can bring him.
No, unless I save life you.
Oh yes.
Kasa pepper spray no. Wa head amana to work come mini the money.
Oh yes.
And I want say pepper spray so police for wo no. E be kan wo mo. Including journalists for no mo no. Wo mu nyina agi pepper spray.
No, just give me 30 minutes.
What will say how say what prayer
what
prayer we go enuma say. Hwe Wofu say we are patapa now me na me how akunsi me na look at how disgraceful it was. A whole minister of state and former MP would that former ye butu. It's a disgrace. It's a total disgrace. But that being said, I just want to condemn the rest of the violence, except the one that happened to Hawa Koomson. No is in order. But omo wakano journalists na ebu no. A policeman yes, shame on you, and I hope that you get dealt with. And Obia maybe because the fact that you are in uniform doesn't mean you should be slapping people. What did they can I say? And going forward, I think that we should have reforms. If you incite, because me who say MPP 40p, me who post I be who say get your guns ready, we are going to Akutya.
Under this IGP.
So IGP, get your men on social media. People are threatening mayhem in Akutya. Anyone who threatens mayhem, go and get them arrested.
And Kateche is number one.
Yes. Go and have them arrested and let them know that if anything happens at Akutya, because we as a party, we are not going in to fight. We are going in for an election to make sure, say, 184. 185. We are not ready to fight. If they are ready to fight, IGP, Obia or bet threatening on social media and incite people, get that person arrested and held responsible. If any form of violence occurs in Akutya, such people should all be rounded up and they should all be made liable.
Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to share the video to all platforms. I'll see you in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.